My name is Sue Gordan. I'm from Littleton, Colorado. Been here since I was 7 years old. I go see Dr. John Caulfield, and he had asked me during a visit one time if I had issues sleeping at night, if I was a mouth breather or nose breather. He noticed that I had a hard time talking because there wasn't enough room in my mouth for my tongue. And so he wanted to broaden my mouth open for more room for my tongue so I could talk. Then he introduced me to this Vivos system and told me that what it would do and how it would open up my jaw and my tongue would lay flat on the bottom of my mouth and I'd have an easier time talking and being able to sleep at night through my nose, breathe through my nose and not through my mouth. He had me open up my mouth and I had a mirror and he said, look and see how your tongue doesn't fit on the bottom of your mouth. Your tongue is cupped where it should be flat and be able to move around, whereas mine didn't. I noticed that my tongue did kind of collapse in the bottom of my jaw, and in the morning when I'd wake up, my tongue would be dry and almost stuck to the bottom of my jaw. It was hard to get used to with having something like that in my mouth, but after I wore it for about a month, then I noticed that I was being able to breathe through my nose at night. I can tell that my jaw has gotten wider and I do breathe through my nose and my tongue lays pretty flat. When I come back in for the checkups, Dr. John has noticed that my speech has improved because I'm not fighting my tongue in a small area. My jaw was a U shape when I had braces. Over time it's moved to a V shape. So what he's doing is he's bringing it back out again, and now my tongue can lay in there instead of being cupped and nowhere to go. Breathing with my nose, he said I had my nose is off a little bit because the nostrils aren't the same size. He's noticed that that's starting to clear itself up. But that's the biggest thing I notice at night is that I can breathe through my nose. My speech has corrected itself. I can tell just in pictures of me from the past until now where my jaw has squared out more versus being more narrow and confined and more pointy. It's flattened my face and my jaw out, which then allows for the tongue to lay flat and my teeth are starting to go back to where they used to be. I think the breathing is very important. I think I sleep better at night. It's a more restful sleep than I had before. I wake up in the morning and my tongue is not dried and stuck to the bottom of my mouth. As far as the nose breathing, I think then it's also a calming thing. Having done yoga in the past, I know that when you breathe in through your nose, that way it's more of a calming effect. And as skeptical as I was, I'm glad I did it.